Hey, good evening. Day 4. If you don't know who I am, I'm James Johnson. I'm a doctoral learner here at GCU, and we're going through current our registry 851, the first registry that you will come to. And this recording was created for those that may plan to come to GCU and pursue your doctoral degree, or you're already in the doctoral program and you're waiting to come out to registry. And I'm giving you a little snapshot of what to expect in the 5 days that you come out here to the actual facility. As I told you before, today is the day that we start working on our final presentation of the 10 points that we had to write from day 1. And today I did not get to present, but I'll present tomorrow. So what we did was just hone in and clear up some things. On today, you'll receive another 10 point that you will have to utilize and submit later on before you leave the class, like 2 more weeks or another week before this closes out. Because remember, it's only a 3-week class total. You're out here for 1 week. You start the week before. In this week, you do the register, and then you go home and you finalize all the other things that you have to do. Let me tell you something. Focus on your PowerPoint. Make sure you hone in, get everything there, because it's going to be taken from your initial 10 points, and then later on all you have to do is take what you have there from your PowerPoint and then put it on a new 10-point layout, and it should be a little more clear for you. You have to add a few things, I think, like the sample size, a couple populations, and maybe a little futuristic things that you would add. Nothing really that serious, but he or she, your professor, will explain that to you going forward. But pretty much all you're going to do either on Thursday or Friday is do your presentation. And for you all that are scheduling to leave on Friday morning, just remember that Friday we end at 12 o'clock. I know sometimes you can't get a flight out a little early or whatever, so coordinate that with your SSA before coming out here to let them know that you might have to leave a little earlier than 12 o'clock. And I think we pretty much get out like at 11:45, somewhere around that ballpark. So, and remember, the airport from where we are now, I'm hearing that it may change, but where we are now in 2020, we are located in the actual Grand Canyon campus. Well, not really on the campus, in their conference area. But I'm hearing that they may be going to another hotel due to the coronavirus, and it's so they can have more people to come, but space them out even the more. Don't hold me to that, but that's what we're hearing. So by the time you come out, if you're not coming out next week, probably the time you come later on throughout the year, you may be going there. And I don't know, that might be the new place. I really don't know. I don't want to be one to tell you a story, but this is what they were reciting yesterday, today, about what's to happen. So listen, it has been a lot of information, a lot. And it's going to be beneficial for you. You may come in on the first day and they start pounding with things, but by the time you get to Wednesday, Thursday, like today, you'll feel more comfortable about yourself, more comfortable in your position. And Friday, if you didn't present on Thursday, on Friday you'll present your PowerPoint. It's about 15 minutes. You just do the best you can. I don't think they're really grading you that hard on how you're delivering. It's just where you get accustomed with it, but they want to see if you know what you're talking about. And if you've been spending any time with your research, you'll do well. So don't sweat about that. One thing I will encourage you to do, again, I'm keep saying, get some rest, drink some water, and come here with an open mind. Remember, no matter what they say or how they approach you, it's going to make you better. And even if you can come in with a set plan of what you want to do, just be open, because you may have to go by another approach to get to the same place. So know that, and keep in mind, when you leave here, that topic that you have is not a guaranteed that it's going to be yours when the time you get to your dissertation, but it's like a strong percentage. I'll say what I've been hearing is it'll be about an 85 to 90% that is definitely going to be something that you can carry through, unless you pick something that is way off the grid. So they're going to give you all the coaching, all that you want, and be open. You know the difference between qualitative and quantitative approach. So if you're stuck on qualitative, when you get here, you might change it to quantitative and vice versa. Just be open to it. And then if you don't feel that you can, stay firm and say, okay, well, I really want to do this way. And then let them guide you into how you can do that research project in the manner that you think is best for what you can do. Because remember, at the end of the day, this is your dissertation, this is your approach, and you want to have your best work done and coming forward. Let's see. There wasn't much today being shared because a lot of time was just going presentation, watching people share what their research is going to be about. So you're pretty much sitting there while you were typing or fixing up on your own. Just be open again and just listen. You learn a lot. And then what you can do is, as you see them going through the process and you're hearing and you're seeing how they're presenting, you may see something on the PowerPoint presentation that is not on yours, or vice versa, or you can tweak and clean up some things. So when it's time for you to present, you can go ahead and bring your best package together. So with that being said, it's been joyful being here. I really enjoyed it. I met some people. I did tell you to network. I did tell you try to connect with some people that are in other residencies. Ask them, reach out and meet somebody, or meet some other people out that's not in your class. You never know. Somebody might be in the same discipline. It was kind of hard for me because, believe it or not, it seemed like I was the only one in my particular discipline. They have other people in psychology, but it wasn't in the one direction that I'm going into, which is performance psychology. Most of them were doing conditioning and instruction, so they were more on a teaching kind of aspect. I'm actually into movement and, as I said, performance. So that was the only difference, but I made the best out of that, and I have met up with a couple people that will be, by the time we get to the dissertation classes, they either will be right with me day to day, or a week before or a week behind me. So I have somebody I can network with now and getting forward and moving forward and try to, get these things accomplished. I got a little timetable now, what I'm expecting to do, how I'm going to do it. And I'm taking advantage of all the opportunities that have been given to me. I met a lot of professors, got a lot of phone numbers to reach out to them, email addresses, people that are expert in the field, especially in my type of research, my quantitative, that's the approach that I'm going with. And I met people that are either professionals in this, or on the chair, or on a board, or methodologists that work in that area. So I definitely want to connect with them so I can start being proactive and maybe send a few things to them, or get some pointers, or get some information. Doesn't mean that they'll be available for me like I may like them to be, but just maybe 1 or 2 emails here or there might be enough to sustain me until I can get back. Now, you all, I'll be back here or in this area for my second registry in somewhere around February, because after that I only have 3 more classes. So I want to come back in February so that I can get all the information that I have going into the last 3 classes, so that I can be a step ahead, because it is my goal by the time I get to my dissertation, I want to have at least chapter 2 ready to go, so that I can pass it into my chair right off the bat, so I can cut down some of that time, because I got a target goal. I want to do mine within the 3 dissertations or less, and I know it can do it. So I just want to hurry up and get that done so I can go to my IRB board, and so I can get approval, so I can start getting that information in that may take me a little while. And we'll talk about that as we go on. So this is the beginning of the journey. It's concluding this, because tomorrow morning I probably won't do a recording because I just be exiting. We only got a half a day. So if anything, I may get on the morning and say this is day 5. I might have a picture or 2 going home, and then we'll resume back in Florida when we get back to the East Coast. And then we'll start going through our daily activities as I show you what is a life of being a doctoral learner, a husband, working, and raising kids. All of that by still managing to press through and get the job done. So listen, it's been an honor talking with you all. I hope I've said something that brought some enlightenment for this week here at GCU. If you got any questions, please comment down below. But in the meantime, do me a favor. If you like what you're saying, hit the like button. If you want to be notified when I'm doing some more videos, then hit the bell. If anything, please subscribe. I would love to do that. And then we can keep abreast. You got any questions, concerns, write it down. And then as we move forward, I'll give you my email and we can talk about it. And maybe if there's something I can help you with, something I can guide you with, I'm here to help, because I know how I'm going through, and any little help that can help me, I would like to know. So if you want some help from me or some advice, I can only give you what I know now. But as I move forward, further and closer to the dissertation process, and you're just starting, I could be a pool of information to help you and tell you how I made it through to the level where I'm at. And I'm not ashamed to tell you I'm going to make some mistakes or do this or that, but I'm going to tell you how I made it. And if you want to follow the journey with me, please, again, hit that subscribe button. hit that like button and put thumbs up for this. All right. Talk to you soon. Have a great one.